Good morning, happy morning. Going to share a one pot recipe that is so wonderful. And today, actually, I'm unwell, I'm down with viral flu. So, a one pot dish that is going to make things very easy. Now, I have fresh methi and amaranthus or the dantu soppu in Karnataka. And I have two brinjals. Method of choosing brinjals, most of you will know, you will laugh if I tell you this. So now this is the brinjal. Make sure that the stalk is green, and when you cut it should be white inside without those black seeds. If it has the black seeds, your curry could get bitter, so you need to be very careful when you choose the brinjal. Now, to make mosopu or a greens curry, the things that you need will be any green except for dil or sabakki soppu. You can have palak in this, you can have mente soppu, amaranthus, chilkarve, aruve, chakota, all those things you can have. They are all families of amaranthus. So I have one bunch of amaranthus, dantin soppu, and only one bunch of methi. Now I have coriander, I have coconut, I have 3 tomatoes because I add very little tamarind. My tamarind level is very, very low. So I have added very little tamarind. This is crushed garlic and 2 onions. Out of 2 onions, I'm going to cook one in the cooker. The other one will be fried. Now coming to the method of making this. Into a cooker in the morning itself, I have soaked dal completely. One part of the onions, one part is there to fry, and the other part is to add. 1 chili, as my spice levels are very, very low. I am going to add the greens into this, into the cooker. As I told you, this is all going to be a one pot meal, one pot sambar. I'm adding all the greens into this, all the lovely greens, super green in color. I'm going to add I have added 1 part of onion already, as you all have seen. I'm going to add 1 part of garlic crushed, 1 part of it. I'm going to add the tamarind into it. I'm going to add 3 tomatoes. Just like that. Just got to take the top part out. 1 part of coriander. We have fresh coriander here. I'm going to just put 1 part of the coconut. You already have seen there were 1 part of brinjals into this. I'm going to add. Now we need 2 spoons of sambar powder basically. So 1 part is going to be cooked in the cooker, the other one is going to be ground. As simple as that. I'll just grind this and come back to you. This is called as mosopu in Karnataka. So they actually don't add coconut, but to taste my taste buds, I add 1/4 part of a half coconut, that is about 10, not even 10 pieces, about 4-5 pieces. As I always tell you, I don't like to waste the curry leaves, so I add the curry leaves into it. Very little coriander into it, so I keep the rest for garnishing. 1 part is already put into the cooker, as you have all already noticed it. And I told you that I totally want 2 spoons. 1 spoon is already put into the cooker. Now the other spoon is this. Now I'm going to make this into a good paste and come back to you. So now the cooker is done. I gave it allowed 3 whistles. Now the greens are done. If you see, it's done so well. I'm now going to use a blender, or you can use a nice, a manual blender like this, and mince it. So my greens are minced well. And you must be wondering, Asha ji, why are you adding brinjal inside this? It's supposed to be a dal curry, right? Why are you doing karki? One thing we should all remember, this is a poor man's food. This is called as mosopu in Kannada. The poor farmers those days could not afford a lot of dal in it for the kg of dal, and the families were big. So in order to get that consistency, what the farmers used to do is they added 2 to 3 brinjals, but now it's become a delicacy. So here I am with the cooked greens. I had leftover stalks of the amaranthus. I don't want to waste them. The normal course, I would have liked to add a potato and make a separate curry some other day. But today I chose to add it inside the greens curry itself. And this is the rest of the 2 brinjals. I have 2 onions for tempering, 2 dried chili, little bit of garlic. I have methi, I have jeera, I have mustard for tempering, and also the curry leaves. Now let's take the process forward. Into a pan, I have added gingerly oil. Now I add 1 spoon of mustard seeds and allow it to splutter. You are seeing now the mustard has spluttered very well. Add 1 teaspoon of jeera and 1 spoon of methi. I am a user of lot of hing, so happily add hing. Add 2 dried chilies and garlic. Garlic when fried in gingerly oil gives an amazing flavor and it's so good for health. I have crushed the garlic. You are seeing now the garlic has fried. Now add the onion. For the onion to come out well, to give you that lovely flavor, add a little bit of rock salt. Add half of the curry patta that you had kept, just a small bit. Now, after the onions have fried well, I add the cut brinjal and little bit of the stem of amaranthus. And give it a nice stir. After adding a little bit of turmeric, the next stage of salt, as I have told you always, I love to add salt stage by stage. Give it a nice stir. If you are seeing now the brinjals have cooked well, now I add the ground masala of coconut, little bit of sambar powder, curry leaves. Did I mention coconut? Yes, I did. And give it a nice fry. I'm getting an amazing aroma of the masala that has been cooked. Hari, are you also getting an amazing aroma?
Yeah.
No, you're getting it.
I'm just waiting. My stomach is already calling me.
Hi. Now take the blended greens. Remember, I have already added tamarind, everything. I made to add salt. At this stage, I made to add salt. Now,
So is it ready now?
no, it's not yet done. You still have time.
How about now? No?
If you're seeing the gravy is very thick, so I washed out the mixer grinder and adjusted the consistency. Add salt to taste. I generally use sea salt, rock salt. So here I am, salt to taste. You're seeing now the sambar is done. Now I'll just add curry leaves and coriander leaves on this and allow it to sit for some time. So here I are with the world's wonderful Mossoppu, a speciality of Karnataka. I need to tell you a variation in this. Variation number 1 is you may skip the coconut part if you don't like coconut. You can skip the garlic part if you're not a garlic person. The rest can remain the same. So here it is, the curry is done. Thank you and good day.